talking about this international and the cowards that they are, one of the things that recently happened was, and this is just typical of how they operate. It's completely typical of how they operate. So you have the Unity Convention, and they're all there, and they swear in all the new executive board. And, of course, there's 6 Teamsters United vice presidents.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
4 from the Central and 2 from the South.
And a woman.
Right, and a woman. So then, after that, they decide, they have the General Executive Board meeting, and look, and mind you, just try to grasp this, just try to visualize this. You got Hoffa. There's 27 Executive Board members. We have 6. Okay, 3 of the trustees can't vote, so technically they're non-voting, but they're Hoffa supporters. So you got 21 on the Executive Board against 6. Even though 3 can't vote, that still leaves 18-6. We're outvoted 3-1. Okay? All right. So you got that. You're all sitting around this big round table, mahogany table with leather chairs. You got numerous lawyers. I mean, Raymond Bradley. You probably got Gary Whitland. You probably got a few other assistants. There's probably at least a half a dozen lawyers. You got, the executive assistants and whatever other secretaries and note takers there are. And these are all Hoffa's people. I mean, he controls this whole process. He has this tighter than a drum. They never bring up the fact that they are going to revoke the charter for Local 2011.
Oh, my God.
They are so terrified of anybody having a voice and having some discussion and debate on an issue that they wait till 2 days after the General Executive Board meeting to announce that they're going to revoke the charter for Local 2011, Kim Schultz's local.
That's bullshit, man.
So they have an email vote, which they can, by law, under the Constitution, they can poll the Executive Board and have a vote. But how cowardly can you be? You're surrounded by lawyers. You have the opposition outnumbered 3-1. All the staff are your people.
Oh,
and you won't bring up an issue that makes you uncomfortable where you might have to answer some questions? It's just completely unbelievable how these people operate, how undemocratic they are. And then they want to turn around and they want to try to sell this. We need to work together. We need to be unified. We need to have unity. Unity. And I don't need to remind people, but I am, what they did to the other Southern Region Vice President, John Palmer.
Oh, man, here we go.
He won the election. He was elected as Southern Region Vice President on the General Executive Board. And then 2 minutes after they shook his hand congratulating him for winning the Southern Region Vice President's position, they fire him from his organizing job. Once again, Hoffa unity at work. You don't agree with me. You don't cow down. You have a different opinion. I'm going to do everything I can to destroy you and to silence you. And it is despicable. So let's talk about Hoffa unity a little bit more. Many members may not realize that it's up to the General President to assign them responsibilities. Do you think Hoffa assigned them responsibilities? No, he didn't. He didn't assign them any responsibilities. Not only did he not assign them any responsibilities, and I had to think about this for a minute. I have people in my local that want to file grievances, that have been terminated, that could use support to go to the NLRB, that could, how to do all sorts of different things. It'd be nice if they had somebody that they could call from the international and get some advice, get some guidance, that might have some resources. So it's not like there's nothing for these vice presidents to do, because they surely could be utilized, even if it's just assisting rank and filers with their everyday activities or everyday issues that they face. Maybe put on some educational workshops, maybe assist in some contract campaigns, or whatever. You name it. There's a million things that they could do.
That's baloney. It doesn't make sense.
But instead, he says nothing. You guys are not going to have no assignments. And not only that, you can't attend, you can't visit any locals.
Oh my God.
That's baloney. It doesn't make sense.
You have to be invited by the local leadership, not the membership, not the rank and file who elected you, not the members who cast their ballot that they wanted you to be their leaders, not them, the officers who supported the losers. You have to get their permission to attend any local.
That's baloney. It doesn't make sense.
And then, if that's not bad enough, you know what else you can't do? You can't attend any grievance panels or hearings.
What are they there for then?
You have to be invited to attend those. And once again, who has to invite you? Those very same officers that supported the losers, and they're the ones that have to invite you to go to the grievance panels.
That's baloney. It doesn't make sense.
But the members, the rank and file who voted for you, who brought you to victory, who gave you the amount of votes necessary to be victorious, to take those positions, you get to ignore them. The international leadership, Hoffa and his people, ignore the members. Don't do anything that the members want, and don't give you the right, the international vice presidents that have been elected by the members, to go and attend grievance panels. That's Hoffa unity, ladies and gentlemen. That's Hoffa unity. And I asked John Palmer a question when he was on the radio show last time, and it bears repeating. I asked him, was there any meaningful discussion or talk about future plans in organizing, in freight, pension reform, etc., etc.? And his answer was a resound no. These Hoffa officials will spend literally millions of dollars in the members' dues money to hold this unity convention in Vegas, to lavish themselves with free food and free drink at our expense, and they won't take 15 minutes of their time at a general executive board meeting to discuss future plans for the members of this union.
Wow.
It is utterly disgusting what they don't do for us and how they behave. It's just unbelievable how out of touch and anti-member they really are. So when people talk to you about, oh, you have to support your leadership, we all have to get together, we all have to be united, I agree with us having to be united, but we have to be united behind the right reasons and for the right reasons.
That's the truth.
We are not going to unite behind sellout contracts. We are not going to unite behind sellout leaders. We are not going to unite behind corrupt officials. And we are not going to unite around selling out the rank and file members of this union.